again, bowling to Eskenazi, who defends the first ball straight back to the bowler. Max Holden still wearing a sweater.
2 slips and a short mid-wicket down the leg side. This one to Eskenazi, and it gets away. The umpire, it was bat. Tickner is in, bowls, and Eskenazi edges just short of second slip. Slip indeed was the closest to it by the time actually passed a hand. He's in now, bowls, and this is clipped away, backward of square, in front of square, my apologies. And it will be 4 runs, deep backward square running around. Won't have a chance on that one. It races away, and then he starts running in. He's in now, bowls, and Eskenazi clips backward of square on the leg side. They just moved the fielder in front of square, and now it goes the other side of the umpire, of course. Tickner bowls into the block hole, but wide outside the off stump, and a flowing drive with a big puff of dust as well. It was so full that bat ball, as Morley steps in now, bowls, and Holden opens up over mid-wicket. There's nobody out there, so it's pretty safe as long as you make a reasonable contact.
Thought next delivery goes back and forces it up to wide mid-on. Around goes Zach Chappell. They're going to come back for the second as well as Chappell picks up. That's a half century for Max Holden.
Steps in, he bowls, and this is worked down to deep backward square with Zach Chappell fields. Eskenazi has his 50, does he not? He does. It was a slow ripple of applause for Eskenazi because he's so good at playing spin. This is short from Morley and hammered by Eskenazi for 4. That was a real long hop from the spinner.
Completes his over, bowling to Max Holden, who heaves the ball into the leg side. Has that gone all the way, or has it bounced? It's bounced, and it's 4 runs out towards the mid-wicket boundary. In comes Chappell, by which time the game will definitely be a draw. That's a glorious drive from Holden. It was half volley outside the off stump, but just driven away beautifully, which it is. In comes Chappell and bowls. That one's edged wide of Wayne Madsen, down to third man for 4 runs. Here is Chappell around the wicket, bowls, and this one is off an edge and down to third man again for 4 runs. It was a much more aggressive shot that time from Max Holden. In comes Chappell and bowls a full-length delivery that's driven gloriously by Holden for 4 out towards the extra cover boundary. Middlesex are now in front by 3.
As well as his. Morley bowls, and going hard at that one. He's got it away through point. A wide delivery from Morley, and Holden goes after it, and he gives it the treatment it deserves.
It'll just go off now.
His a length ball, and he does go after it over the bowler's head for 4. I think it's just dipped. Morley's in, bowls, and he's bowled him! Holden's gone for the huge shot, and he's bowled. Well, as Madsen had walked down the track to speak to Morley, so Eskenazi had gone to Holden, and I'm sure Eskenazi's chat to Holden was, don't forget there's a full afternoon for this century as well. Batter on strike as Morley bowls to him, and he drives through the covers, a lovely shot. And Fernandez sets off the runner. He'll have to, because it is going to plug. Well, not plug, it's going to slow up just before the boundary rope. They've said, oh, yes, no! Oh, goodness me, there's going to be a run out! There is! There is! They've got another one! And Fernandez and Eskenazi is absolutely furious. Furious! Slip, leg slip and a short leg and a short mid-wicket, and deploy turns to just fine of the mid-wicket. There was a very clear
I think there's 2 there, boys. Come on, come on. 4.
There's a lot of flight on it, and this ball's driven away beautifully through the covers by deploy. Glorious shot. He moves to 7, 179 for 3, overpitched.
Tickner over the wicket. Also on the foot of Leas Deploy. He's been given out leg before wicket. Tickner strikes, and poor old Leas Deploy is hobbling again. He was struck full on the foot. I think he knew he was out.
Away from us he goes. And that loops up off an inside edge onto the pads, and the turn and the bounce takes the inside edge, and Geddes is gone, caught at leg slip for 1. Middlesex are 5 down, 197 for 5. 2 balls to go the over as Thompson bowls. Sweeping hard is Higgins, and he gets it away. Wide outside the off stump. He gave that no chance to turn as he smothered it. And of course, as his. A short one, and that one's pulled hard. Well, that'll keep the scoreboard ticking. That was a real long hop from Morley. Higgins on to 23. Middlesex are 210 for 5. They lead by a point for the final day, as well, the end of this over is, as that ball's driven through the covers by Davies. Too much flight from Morley. Width as well, and Davies finds his first boundary. He moves to 4.
Chappell again. Bowls, it's a bit edged and caught, and Davis has gone, and Zach Chappell has another breakthrough. He just pushed tentatively at that one, Davis. Here's Chappell in the bowls to Gohar, who edges this one, and it's just short of Wayne Madsen diving to his right at second slip. It goes away for 4. Gohar again. Gohar takes 2 steps towards Chappell and then drives the ball very pleasantly up towards long off, and he's going to get 4 runs for it. Is he? Harry Kame's giving chase, and yes, the ball wins the race to the boundary. And these are valuable runs, of course, for Middlesex as he moves on to 9.
Those catches, it's a short mid-wicket, not far away, but that's a full bunger and put away through the covers. He's just let a few too many slip out today, hasn't he? And that one will go all the way to the ropes. Moves in and bowls, lots of flight, and Gohar drives it out of the block hole, toe end of the bat into the offside. It's fielded by Kame at the wide mid-off position, and that is T. Midway through the 86th over of the innings, he bowls, and he's driven in front of point for 4. Lovely shot. Opens the face, bit of a flourish from Gohar. Chappell bowls onto the legs, and it's clipped away by Gohar. Probably get 4. It's a long, long chase, which the ball will win, and 4 runs it is.
Higgins on 43, and he sweeps again, and this one's gone backward of square, and that's gone for 4. Down towards the East Midlands demolition stand. A little punch of the gloves.
Chappell's in, bowls, and edged! Oh, just fine of the gully fielder, which is Anderson. Diving low to his right. Hands on heads all round for Derbyshire.
Certainly can't unset it. Here goes Thompson. In and bowls. Back into his crease goes Higgins. And there's his half century. And it's been a terrific half century as well from Ryan Higgins. 112 deliveries. And he's hit 7. No, he's only hit 3 fours in it. As Gohar hits out. And that's gone for 6. That's a big, big hit out towards the new stand. Cleared the boundary rope by some considerable distance, Gohar there.
See, it's an orthodox sweep in the air. The cry is catch, and Higgins falls at deep square. Bowls and leg side. Now, did he get a little tickle on it? There was a cry of catch it for leg slip. It races away for 4 runs. I don't want to talk indefinites just yet, says Morley. Bowls, and there goes Gohar slamming down the ground, and that will be his 50. That was put right up there, and too much to resist for Gohar, who swings 6 over the bowler's head to move to 52 from 105 balls.
Bowls to Cullen, who defends it. Another maiden for Alex Thompson, his 9th.
There we go. Madsen has just called it, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, looks like it. It's all over.